I'm going to read an Iowa City poem. Falling for the woman walking by the deadwood. It's one of my favorite parts of the city. There's a woman out there who makes me think of Neil Diamond's glitter and sideburns, his so white, so unhip shimmy to They're Coming to America on American Bandstand. Her face, she's smiling, talking to herself, and she isn't the one I'm waiting for. That one left my house as I was leaving, ours an everyday cleaving. I like the word catalyst, that one element creates a spark, makes something unusual, something impossible, possible, like an afternoon affair, walking out one door and through another, a palm on a stomach as the light shirt above massages the knuckles, a new wrist, and how that foreign skin's touch changes the street grit and noise to luster and song. How breath enters my lungs deeply and boils up details I've forgotten, like the juice lingering from rubbing lilac blooms between my fingers, how the hitch in my shadow's step makes my heart stop for a moment, and how I can't explain the nerves exploding in my hands that make desire touch. No invitations on her lips, just a melody I can't hear. I can't get it out of my head either. She's humming. I'm certain of this. Her breath, that air lilting on her lips, breathe to move my eyes off the page, out this window to her, this woman I've been waiting for. This is Midwest love tonight in a bar. Call it watching and waiting becomes the consequence. Lines regarding the black feathers on Canton. Soon enough, the grackles will truth the yard out back beneath the wires, the sidewalk cracks, the live oak roots. They will lose their dying feathers, now glossed the greasy sheen the females polish their beaks with. They must be blind, or like a shiny bone, or they mistake the blur and clatter from the other's throat for song, the clamor a talisman that pulls them in. Like a lover might feel the pulse in the other's arm and want to hold it tighter, let the beating become a surging match in her chest. When I pass the grackles on 21st, they turn and watch me pass like the crows back in Oskaloosa used to, looking down on me, the only man walking those bleak streets. Watch. Silence here can needle into the cracks and weaken a structure's core. Like water erodes every solid, can wear it paper thin. A song a woman sang me once, a tender orchid of a song so delicate I thought hearing it would wilt every molecule of its beauty, did this too. The voice that bloomed the song's flower today became the grackle explosion and call. I'm going to read a couple of new poems. The other day we were talking a little bit about what our process has been like during the pandemic, during being inside, and I've been writing a lot of poems that are about my view, I guess, which is my yard, and my neighborhood when I take my dog for a walk, or she takes me for a walk. So this one is called Open Yard with Bird Approaching. She said I'd think she was crazy, my wife, who tried to save a life for building a bed inside a box, placing a few sunflower kernels for a robin that looked like death had already taken up residence inside after it. The bird, not death, flew out our window's reflection of open yard with bird approaching, and she, this Basque woman I love, also my wife, showed me how she'd spent her hour I was away, pointing with a blue-gloved finger she'd touched the breast for signs of life, then stroked and sang the same calming sounds we hummed our dog when she nearly died, failing to fly off a fourth-story roof one summer. At the box on our table, our Basque shepherd sat in front of, vigilant for movement, for something miraculous, which for her can be a butterfly, a wind-blown plastic cup rattled on asphalt, too. But then a kind of surprised sound squealed out of her, wife's, not dog's, not just mouth, but body as it. The sound, not dog or monarch or cup, moved into astonishment. And when it, the robin, thought dead, looked up at us from its new home made of cardboard, then jumped and flew slow undulations to the fence top and looked back at us, ducked its head, as if gesturing in some dialect of robin speech I wish I could better read, maybe gratitude, then stared at us, this speaker, two Basques, and even death now looking into our window, 2 minutes more or less, and glided off the fence, glided out of sight. And this one is a dispatch. I've been writing a series of dispatches that also, again, kind of include a kind of process, and I'm a very distracted person, and so I've been including distractions. So I make reference to those inside the poems. So this is an example of that. Dispatch, I want to look like dancing. A new gift, night, rain. The mornings suppressed. I keep news in my pocket. Laughter there too. I've just killed 99.9% of the germs on my hands, and my fingers could be lavender sprigs. Here, smell them. Let's wait together and see if we can attract bees. My scent and your beauty. We can pollinate. Our singing and distraction. Sometimes I jump up and down. Sometimes I lilt from foot to foot. Sometimes that looks like dancing. Our singing and dancing will look like flowers in the breeze. All right, I'm going to read, I'm going to close with Jean Valentine's poem that I translated. So it's that utterance of hers. After Fernando Traverso. Ni uno ni otro, nosotros. The rubbed heart, the black bicycle stenciled on the wall. 13-8-93. Lore te amo. The awkward leaning phone poles, old men, women resting back against the sky in blue chairs. Some sort of opening, like the dream last night, with you still living. Did you make the dream opening, or who? I will carry you, your happiness. I'm coming. To who I don't know. Te amo. This happiness, old life, I'm glad. All my rubbed life, I was found. I was written on a wall in air. Thank you.
Wow. Yeah. Thank you so much, Curtis. That was beautiful. Beautiful. You know, it's